Hey guys, LootWizard here. Welcome back to another episode of my new account playthrough on Gems of War, and we are at episode 24. We're going to be doing the Blackhawk Kingdom after I open some keys. We're going to see if we can get another legendary troop out of my glory or gem keys. We'll start with glory keys here first. Nope, no legendaries, not even a new troop there. So let's open our 66 that we have left. Hey, we got Emperor Corvash. Haha, that's a really good legendary troop. I like Emperor Corvash a lot. That's a good one. Does true damage the first two enemies, stuns them, and drains their mana. And if you do trade it all the way down to the last one, Lion's Wrath, it will stun a random enemy on 4 or 5 matches. Emperor Corvash. The only problem here for me right now is that it's the same color as my Bronze-Lock pistol. Same thing with Behemoth. So I don't know if I'll use it right away because of that. We got Merilith too. Merilith is a really good mana generator. The more that your magic increases, the more gems that it will destroy. So that's cool. And as I've said in other videos, I think, I recommend using your keys to get legendaries and then save your glory, at least most of it. If you're just starting out brand new in the game, you can use a little bit of your glory to try to get your first good legendary troop. But once you have 1 or 2 good legendary troops, I would say save your glory, because you can use your glory over in the shop to buy the new weekly troop, and there's usually 1 or 2 arcane trait stones that come with that troop per 300 or 400 glory each. And that's a really good way to get those arcane trait stones so that you can start unlocking those traits on important troops or classes. Oh, we got another legendary, Artema here. Not bad. Will explode a row, deals 9 damage to the 2 weakest enemies. You know, really the most amazing thing about this legendary troop is in its traits. It has a 50% chance to ignore armor with skull damage and a 40% chance to dodge skull damage. Will I use it? I don't know. I really don't think I've used it. Hey, we got Kristanex down here. A second one. That's interesting. So we actually got 2 legendary troops from that. Yeah, nothing really else of significance there, so I'm not going to open my, I mean, I suppose I could open my event keys, but there's only 1 mythic troop, Urali, from this kingdom, which does true damage, but I'm not, there's better mythic troops that I could try to get first out of this new account. And the legendary cards aren't too impressive from this kingdom, so I think I'm going to wait on that. We'll skip that, and let's get right into unlocking this Blackhawk Kingdom. So once I complete this quest line for the Blackhawk Kingdom, I will unlock the Soul Forge, and or not the Soul Forge, but the Underworld with Delves, and I'm really excited about that because there's a lot of good troops that we can try to get down there, as well as a lot of good resources. I can get those legendary ingots fairly easy down there. So I can upgrade my Bronze-Lock pistol. So as you can see, we were going with this with Behemoth here. Excuse me. Throat is dry. Anyway, we could try Emperor Corvash, but I think Behemoth is still going to do more damage, and it's 1 mana less, same color. I was kind of hoping to get a legendary troop that had some different colors so that it wouldn't block my my pistol. And pretty much all my legendary troops have colors which are getting blocked. Gloomleaf isn't, but it's not really doing damage. Garuz the Undefeated has red, but is really weak damage. Krampus, not great damage either. Leviathan has the same mana cost as the others. You know, Matron Dragatani gets blocked with the purple from Leprechaun and the brown from Bronze-Lock pistol. So I could use something like Saguaro, but it's only going to do damage to 2 enemies, whereas Behemoth does damage to all. So I'm just going to stick with this. Yeah, Leprechaun is one of my favorite troops in the game. Even at these low levels, it still does a decent job at generating mana. So it's definitely worth trading as soon as you get it. It only takes 3 arcane trait stones to fully trait Leprechaun. So it's not even that expensive. As you can see, it really does help your team generate that mana. It works great with Bronzelock Pistol because the Leprechaun is giving me 20 gold every time I cast it. And that really does help the pistol out. Because the Bronzelock Pistol destroys gems boosted by its gold, as you can see here. Destroys 5 random gems boosted by gold collected. And that's really important for the amount of damage you can do. So that's one of the things too to consider with Gems of War is your damage will increase if you can power your troops up quicker. So mana generation is a really important part of Gems of War team building. I can't stress that enough. Like, you could put 4 mythics that do really heavy damage on your team and have no mana generators in there, and it could lose to weaker troops, but troops that have a really good mana generator with them. Yeah, I don't, even though there's mana blocking here with Behemoth, I don't seem to have too much of a problem because once the pistol gets full, you know, then it's not blocking the mana anymore. So, like, in this case right here, I've just been casting it over and over. I haven't even used my pistol yet. I'll use it to finish that guy off. But, yeah, I got really lucky getting Cedric. If you haven't seen that video, it's a couple episodes back, around episode 20, where I was lucky enough to get Cedric in my last of 10 vault keys. And that's what I was going for, and I was really, really excited to get it because these gold teams are some of the funnest teams for me. Just because they're powerful, you get extra gold from them. And with the Bronzelock Pistol, it's really a great way to generate mana for the rest of your team. And like the team I'm using right now, it's very, very versatile. I can, for example, include really any good legendary or mythic troop that doesn't block a lot of mana, or that doesn't have its mana blocked in that that third spot. Like, if I got Tina 9000, for example, or if I crafted it, I could put it in this third spot in place of where Behemoth is, and this team would be amazing. Because the pistol would be generating lots of mana for that mythic troop. And we could just power it up really quick and fire it off a bunch of different times. Yeah, we'll charm you since you pulled me all over. Alright, so let's see. Now my buttons are all goofed up because he shifted my team around. But I really need to get more of those legendary ingots so I can power up or upgrade the Bronzelock Pistol to its full status. Because it will gain 10 gold every time you cast it, but that's only if you have upgraded it. And I don't have enough legendary ingots to upgrade it to that point yet, because that's one thing where right here, the only way that I'm gaining gold is through using Leprechaun to explode gems like this. Or if I see a 4 or 5 match, that also gives me a bit of gold. So for example, right here, you can see 120 out of 200. I'm going to take this 4 match, and you can see it just gave me 12 gold. So 4 or 5 matches do give you gold. So that's something to think about too. You know, that's a way to increase your total gold, is to make sure you're getting all the 4 and 5 matches that you can see. Yeah, once I unlock the Underworld, things will get a little bit interesting with these videos, I think. Even though I don't have as much time as I used to. Real life things, you know. So these videos are probably going to slow down a little bit. I probably won't be putting out this many episodes. Right now, I've been doing like 2 to 3 episodes per week. It might slow down to like 1 episode per week. But, you know, I'll do what I can. Once I get down to that Underworld, I want to start getting portal shards as quickly as I can, so we can open up the right kingdoms. So there's a couple of kingdoms down there, or I should call them delves, that are of great importance. The Amana Thrax delve is really important because it has one of the best looping legendaries. I mean, it's probably one of the best legendaries in the game right now, as well as one of the greatest looping legendaries, which is King Gobtroffle. The thing generates mana for itself and does damage to all enemies, and gains an extra turn every time you cast it. So even if you don't get a 4 or 5 match with the gems that it creates, doesn't matter, because it will gain an extra turn anyway, because that's the gimmick to the goblins. But there's that troop in that kingdom, and then there's also the Deep Hive. We have Queen Beatrix, which is kind of like a lower quality King Gobtroffle. But the one thing that the Queen has that I like a lot is in its traits. It will cleanse on all allies on a 4 or 5 match. So that's one thing where I really like the Queen over the King Gobtroffle. But the King is still like the King as far as like damage is concerned and looping potential, in my opinion. So, yeah. If you hear a little bit of noise in this recording, I don't know if you can, but my neighbor's mowing his lawn. So, you might hear that. Anyway, it's early in the morning. Let's see. We'll cast Behemoth. And then the pistol. But, yeah, those troops aren't the only great ones down there. You got the Harpy Mage, which is one of the best mana generators in the game, over in the Stone Song Eerie, I believe, the delve is called. So that's a great troop there. And then, trying to think what's... I just did a couple of top, 10, 20 lists and stuff on the great troops down there, and I'm drawing blanks on bunches of them. Okay, so there's Gargoyle, which is in the Hall of Guardians. That's a great troop as well. And a lot of these aren't even legendary troops, so they're not that difficult to get. You just got to have some portal shards. So one of the ways that we can get more portal shards, I mean, they should show up on our adventure board occasionally, but one of the ways that we can get more of those is to do our 3 delve runs per day on one of these delves and keep them down to the level 20 so that we can do them really quickly. And if we can do that, that's a way we can farm those resources. We'll be able to farm all the portal shards that we need. We can farm gold, glory, souls, ingots, legendary and mythic ingots. There's lots of good resources that we can grab down there. The other thing too is the Warren's delve is really important, because that one is, I think it's the only delve that gives you an arcane trait stone when you defeat the boss room. So for the longest time, I kept that one on my main account to level 20, and I farmed it every day until I got hundreds of that arcane trait stone. It only gives one type. I think it's the arcane light trait stone. So all the troops and the classes that use that arcane trait stone, you can just farm all of those trait stones down there until you got all of them traded. So that's going to be a really important one to do as well. I don't think that delve gives the most rewards. I think there's a couple other ones like the City of Thieves that gives us some better rewards. But early on like this, I may pick the Warrens and just do that as my farming one, so that way we can get those arcane trait stones at the same time that we're getting our legendary and mythic ingots, and we're getting you know, all the other good resources that we need. There's a 4 match, another thing there. Got lots of those going on. But yeah, going back to Cedric. Cedric is one of my favorite troops in the game just because of what it does. It allows for this team right here, which is one of my go-to no-brainer teams. Like, you don't have to think about much. You don't even have to really match gems much. It's all just destroying the board. You use your bronze lock pistol, and you got Leprechaun. And later on, once we boost our magic higher, we can use Greed instead of Leprechaun. But right now, Leprechaun is working better for us at this lower level. But, you know, it's basically that team setup. You got Cedric at the bottom, then you have your Leprechaun, and then you have your legendary or mythic troop. That's your big damage troop, and then you have your bronze lock pistol. And yeah, it's like my go-to gold team. I like it even better, I think, than the Skeleton Key, even though that is sometimes more powerful. So the Skeleton Key team, you know, pretty much, if you've been playing Gems of War and watching some YouTube videos, you probably already know what the Skeleton Key team is. Probably even in global chat in the game, if you just ask what's a good way to get gold, they're gonna say Skeleton Key team. So that Skeleton Key weapon is the class weapon for the Thief class. So once you unlock the Thief class at the Zyjin Kingdom, which we haven't even gotten there yet in this new playthrough, once you get there, you can equip that Thief class and do 250 battles, and you'll be able to get that Skeleton Key weapon. And then, so the Skeleton Key team consists of using Cedric as well, but instead of the Bronze Lock pistol, because we're using the Skeleton Key as a weapon, and that weapon does not generate mana at all. So in order to do that, we use a troop called Egg Thief to generate our mana. And it has a similar way of destroying gems on the board. It is boosted by the amount of gold that you have. So it's going to destroy gems kind of like the Bronze Lock pistol. And it also has a summon, so it's really the best way to use the Egg Thief is to have it in the second or the third spot, because when you lose your top troop, it'll summon one of those dragon eggs, and it'll protect your team. So unlike this team, the Cedric is at the bottom in this team. In the Skeleton Key team, you would have Cedric at the very top. That way, when Cedric dies, you will still have a lot of protection with that summon on the Egg Thief. Now, it looks like we have ourselves a Glory Gnome here at the bottom. And hopefully we can get down here to kill this thing before it runs away. So far, its blue has been blocked by that one troop there. But that troop has barrier, I think, so we're gonna run into a little... You know, I like it when the board just goes in your favor like that. That's the one good thing I like about Behemoth. Hey, we got that. I clicked past it real fast. But we got 1,000 glory from that one glory gnome. So that's awesome. You know, that 1,000 glory, like I said earlier on, you want to like save a lot of that glory. Because that 1,000 glory, you can buy 3 to 4 arcane trait stones with that. So I would save it, use it for the arcane trait stones. And we're just going to try to roll through this quest line so we can... You know, I don't think I'm going to do any delves in this episode. We just want to get down and unlock it. But once we do, I can go down there and kind of give a little commentary on like where... what I'm going to be doing. I mean, I already have a little bit in this video. Hey, give me a turn here. Jeez. Sometimes the AI in this game just really knows how to push your buttons of frustration. All those extra turns. You know, I've thought for a while, this is just kind of, you know, popping in my head for whatever reason. But I've thought for a while that I think the game would be a little more fun if they had a limit to extra turns. You know? I mean, I know it's like it's kind of fun that you can use a transforming troop to kind of manipulate that. But it's not fun at all when you have the AI taking extra turn, extra turn, extra turn, extra... You know, it's just like it goes on forever. Because the AI, once you get to this point, it's just... It's pro. It knows. It knows where all the 4 or 5 matches are. It knows how to get all the extra turns. So, like, if they had some kind of limit, like, you know, you can't have any more than, like, 3 extra turns, and then it has to be the other guy's turn. You know? I don't know. It's just, there's some battles that just really, really frustrate you with how many extra turns the AI gets, and it feels a little unfair. But, it's what it is. But yeah, like I said earlier on in this video, your mana generation is very, very important, because you can see right here that there's no way I'd be doing this much damage this fast to the enemy if I had to sit there and look and match 3 gems at a time. That's what I was doing when I first started, because I didn't have any good weapons, any good troops that could explode or destroy. And just really, really like my destroyers and my exploders. They're some of my favorite troops in the game. And I really like legendary and mythic troops that can destroy or explode gems. There's some mythic troops that I think that I really do like that don't generate mana, but I see why some of them don't. Because imagine if Tina 9000 generated mana every time that you cast it. Like, imagine if Tina 9000 generated like a mixture of 22 green and red gems, which those are 2 colors that it uses. Imagine that. Like, if you could loop Tina 9000, I mean, essentially you can loop Tina 9000 if you use 2 other troops with it, but just by itself, oh, it'd be godly. And that's why, that's just why. And they don't do that. But there are some mythic troops that do generate mana for themselves, and I really do like those. As you'll see in like a tier list that I'm making. And then, you know, tier lists are opinions and what I've experienced using the troops. So some people, you know, might like certain troops more than me, and that's fine. You know, like this game has so many different troops in it that there's no way, even though I've put, you know, hundreds and hundreds of hours into this game over the last few years, I have not used every team combination. There's just no way. Like, there's so many troops in this game to use every single combination of them all. I don't know if anyone's ever done that. I mean, some of us have probably used most of the troops at some point, but honestly, there's a lot of troops that just are, you know, pretty garbage. You know, you get these lower level rarity troops that they release weekly, and some of them just aren't that good or at least useful for where you're at in the game. Like some troops that they release might be useful for newer players or people at the mid-level range, but if you're really high level, some of these troops that they release just aren't good, and you just never use them. Oh, we leveled up. And we got a weapon called the Soul Blade. Alright, so this is the last battle. Should be, anyway. The Kraken is our boss that we're fighting here. So, let's go ahead and finish him off. We'll take our 4 matches, thank you. And we will explode Leprechaun because I like getting my gold up there. And we'll use Behemoth. And with my luck, probably, I don't know, my luck's been pretty good with this new playthrough, so I'm not going to jinx myself now. Because, you know, I was going to say something bad about my luck, but I shouldn't. There we go. I don't know, this new playthrough, this new account, I've had a lot of good luck with opening keys and all that. So once we get down in the Underworld, I hope that luck stays good for me, because that would be amazing if I could get King Gobtraffle within the first like 200 portal shards that I open. So congratulations, I have unlocked these 4 kingdoms: Zygen Glacial Peaks, Mogram Woods, and Gulvania. I've also unlocked a new game mode, Underworld. New game modes and regions await you in the Underworld. Tap the big Crystara button to access it. So that's all good. That's what we were waiting for. I think there's a class. Oh yeah, there is a class for this. I suppose I should do this class, even though I'm so excited to go down. I almost forgot about the class. I want to go down to the Underworld and take a look at it, you know. Yeah, I don't know how much we're going to be able to do in the Underworld right now, honestly, though. I'm going to have to take a look at it, because I do know that I need gold to unlock some of those kingdoms down there as well. And I forgot how much gold it actually takes. I don't think it's that much, and I have, like, what, 400,000, I think, saved up. So I should be okay as far as that's concerned. But in order to get better rewards, we are going to have to level up those Delve Kingdoms. But I can't even do that until I have treasure cards. And the treasure cards are going to come from opening portals. So we're just going to we're going to have to do a few delves without any upgrades at all, which is going to be kind of unfortunate. And the other thing that's challenging down there is that the colors are restricted. So I can only use troops that kingdom, that its restricted colors are. So that's going to be interesting, because I won't be able to use this team right here for a lot of those delves down there, most likely. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. So, wow, okay. I was like, that submerge there, my behemoth, it was going to dodge all of that. So, and this thing does have some kind of skull damage reduction. A lot of times you can tell when troops do just by looking at them. When you do skull damage to them, like how much damage you actually do. One more, and then we can take a quick, brief view at the class here. Which is, I believe it's the Corsair class. It's a rogue class. Gives you a 2 bonus to blue. We'll take a look at it. I think that's the one it is. I could be wrong. Remember when I was wrong about, like, the, what was it? I thought it was the Stormcaller class and it was something else. That could happen again. Alright. Got those 4 battles over with. Yep, it is the Corsair class. Little pirate class. So we'll go in, take a look at this really quickly. I don't think there's anything too amazing about this class other than the 2 bonus things to blue. So first of all, the class info, it is a rogue class. And the weapon is kind of similar to the skeleton key. It will do about the same damage, but it does it in a random pattern. And it also doesn't get an extra turn if an enemy dies. The skeleton key will allow you to get an extra turn when an enemy dies. So I do think that the skeleton key weapon is better than plunder and peril weapon. So yeah. I would go for skeleton key. Don't waste your time trying to unlock this weapon and before the skeleton key. Alright, so for its traits, this is what I was talking about right here. Gain 2 bonus blue mana when matching blue gems. And that is significant if you're matching it up with a banner, for example, that has 2+ to blue. Now you're going to get 4 bonus to blue. And if you put in a troop that has like water link, you'll get even another bonus to blue. So, yeah, that went right there. That's pretty good. As for the talents, we have the talent trees, Cunning, Water, and Wind. Water, you always have stuff with, like, Freeze and Submerge, and a bonus to blue mana. So we got Snap Freeze, freeze an enemy at the start of the battle. That's always good. We have Windshield over here with Wind, though. All 3 of these are actually pretty decent. You got Hunt, Hunter's Mark on a random enemy on 4 or 5 matches, freeze, and you have gain 8 armor. So any one of these 3 are good at the top. For the second row here at level 5, Insulated is the best one in my opinion. You have immunity to frozen. And then Light Fingers is really good, especially with a skeleton key team, because this 5 gold, you're going to gain 5 gold every turn. It'll help you get to that maximum 200 gold quicker. And since Cedric is doubling the gold, you'll get 10 gold every turn instead of 5. So that's really good. Light Fingers. Any class that has Light Fingers goes really well with the Skeleton Key team or the Bronze Lock Gold team. So, yeah, that's probably the best one there is Light Fingers in level 10. Level 20, without a question, Backup is the best one. 35% chance to summon a bandit when an ally dies. For level 40, the best one is Deluge. Deluge will allow you to submerge a random ally on 4 or 5 gem matches. And then at level 70, we have, I think the best one is probably Dodge. Gain a 30% chance to dodge skull damage. If you're going for blue, like I was talking about earlier, Water Mastery would be a way here too. You could also boost your amount of blue mana that you gain. But dodge overall is better. At level 100, we have a couple of these options where you can boost stats for different types of allies. Thieves Guild, we have all rogues gain 1 magic on 4 or 5 matches. Then we have Strix Commander. Strix allies gain 1 attack every turn. Those 2 would probably be better than Aquatic Glory, in my opinion. But these level 100 ones sometimes are kind of lackluster, so this is one of those classes that I would only try to get to level 70. But it's not even like within the top 5 classes that you should level. So I wouldn't mess with the Corsair class right away when you're new to the game. There's better classes to level up. So here we are, the Underworld. We'll spend maybe 10 or 15 minutes down here, and that'll be the end of this video. So we now unlocked it. We can explore it. Now that you're in the Underworld, unlock a faction so that you can explore it. I don't want Sea of Sorrow, so we do have to spend some gold down here. Now the question is, which ones do we want to unlock first? Well, we do have some great troops. Sunken Fleet has Mirage Queen, which is really good. But it's the best when it's fully traded. We have the Harpy Mage, which doesn't really need to be traded to be good, but it would really help. Because I believe it starts with 75% mana, and that is here in the Stone Song Eerie. Then we have... let's see where it is here. Amana Thrax right here. This is where King Gobtraffle is. That's probably #1 legendary troop down here. There's a legendary troop in here, the Warrens, Luna, which is also really good. And we have the Deep Hive, which has Queen Beatrix. So yeah, I think I'm going to go for Manathrax here first because it's going to cost us 4,000 gold. But if we open this up, we will see what colors we can even use down here. I don't know. Oh, I forgot I actually have to do a quest line. Bugger. I got to do 7, at least it's only 7 battles. And with my team here. Hey, my team actually works for the quest line. Maybe the colors aren't restricted for the quest line. We'll see. We'll see. But, you know, I don't know what the colors are for this kingdom. I don't really have all of them memorized. So we'll see once we get done with this quest line what these colors are, and we can go from there. Build ourselves a team if possible that's decent enough where we can do these delves. That was battle 1. We got like 6 more, and then we can see what's all happening here. I don't even know if I have any portal shards yet. I don't think they've given me any. Yeah, we'll go for green because King Gobtraffle uses green, so we'll boost that mastery. Because I know I'm going to use him a lot. You know, the only unfortunate thing about King Gobtraffle is I can't really use him much in this team that I'm using right now. If I replaced him with Behemoth, I mean, it probably still would work because Behemoth is working. But its colors are blocked because it has a blue and green color, and Bronzelock Pistol uses blue. And the Leprechaun uses green, so this team would be blocking its mana. Because believe me, I've tried to use Queen Beatrix or King Gobtraffle on my main account with this team, and it just doesn't work as smooth as using something else where the mana isn't blocked. So, you know, but there's still plenty of good teams to use the Gob in without using this team. But I really do like the Bronzelock Pistol. I mean, it's really a nice way to generate mana. It usually fills itself up almost every time. You get lots of Skull Cascades. Does a little bit of damage too. getting close here to the end of this little miniature quest line. Take all them skull matches. Now we're in the King's Lair. This should be the final fight here, I think. Unless there's another one after this. Because the king himself is not on the team. If this is the last fight, he should be there. So probably not. Let's take this skull match. I'll take that one too. I'll take that, thank you. Oh, there's another one there. Getting lots of skulls in 4 matches there. That's nice. Boom. Alright, so let's see. Is that the end of the quest here? Or I got one more battle? One more. Okay, here's the king. Here's the king. Let's go defeat him. The old King Gob. Many of times have I used them. Many of times have I died to him. He is the immortal king of Gems of War. And we all know him as the old great loopy one. Or maybe that's just me that knows him as that. Like, he loops. Like, oh, my troop got transformed. That's okay. I got my gold up there high enough where it doesn't even matter. Boom. Okay, that quest line is done. And we are now level 168. And we got the Kingslayer weapon. Alright, so we have this kingdom now all unlocked. And let's go in here. A delve is now available. Fight battles and earn chaos shards. So, yeah, it wants me to fight a battle here. And we have portals here. So I actually do have some shards. Well, look at that. So, yeah, let's go ahead and open up 200 shards here. And see if we can get the King Gob Truffle. Let's see if my recording luck holds out with this one. So we do have some treasure cards popping up here, which that's good too, because that means we can upgrade our kingdom a little bit. We got the Fungomancer. We got a gold ring, whoop-de-doo. Another Fungo. Get out of here, Fungomancer. I want the king, man. Yeah, we're not going to get him. 3 Fungomancers. 4 Fungomancers. I'm getting jinxed by the Fungomancer. We got a Mushroom Man. At least something different. Look at that. 4 Fungomancers. This dude's not even really good for anything. At least the Mushroom Man can gain attack and stuff. I don't know. We got some cards there, though. You know, I wouldn't open 20 at a time. I think opening 200 at a time is the best way. So, yeah, this is down here. For those of you that don't know, I'll just do a real quick little, really quick, like a 5-minute or less explanation of how this kind of works. So, your delve level and quality is very important. Quality is probably more important for farming resources down here, because right here you can see the multipliers are all at 1, with my horde quality is at 1. Now, if I keep moving it up, and the max is going to be 10. You can see that this is where you want to get it to, and it usually costs about 500 or so gold and 500,000 gold in order to get this up to this level 10. But if you do, you're going to get so much resources here. You're going to get a bonus down here at the bottom. As you can see, it goes 0, 1, 2, and 3 bonus for that final delve chest, and that really does help a lot. But also here you're going to see there's multipliers on your gold, your souls, your glory, and your ingots. So horde quality is really important. Level is going to boost the stats of your troops. So this you want to get is up there as high as you can. I try to get it to at least 100. But how you do all of that is through these treasure cards. And you want to make sure that the treasure cards you're putting in there gets the upgrade quality to 100%. So we're going to add one of those, one of these. We got two of those, and we got one of these. We're only at 80%. And that would boost our level to 28 and our quality to 1. I don't want to do it yet, though, because it's 80%. You don't want to waste your gold in your treasure cards like that. So we're just going to take those off for now. We're going to have to go through these delves without any stat bonuses, just so we can get more portal shards, so we can get more treasure cards in order to upgrade that. So let's go in here. Let's just try to do one battle. And we have to build a team around green and brown. So actually, I think I can use, I just can't use Cedric. But we can actually use the bronze lock pistol in this team because brown. And if I want to, I can use Behemoth. And then for green, here's what we're going to do. So we don't have Cedric to boost our, instead of rarity, let's do level. We don't have Cedric to boost our gold to 200, but we're going to put 2 leprechauns in there. So that, can't forget to assign a class either. Titan, equip. So here's what's going to go on. We're just not going to be able to get our gold as high, but with 2 leprechauns, we'll be able to explode more gems, and we'll get enough gold to get ourselves going. And I'll still be able to use my pistol. So this is going to be fine. And at this level, because I'm only doing level 20, the troops are not going to be really powerful. And we want to keep it at level 20 so that we can farm enough shards and all that good stuff. So in order to farm these things, to keep it at level 20, you want to select level 20 like I did. You're going to complete your battle, and it's going to give you an option to select a level 30. And you don't want to select level 30. You always want to select level 20, because as soon as you select level 30, it'll continue to go up and up in level every time you defeat all of that run. And every time it levels up, it means the enemies in that delve are going to increase in power and stats and all that kind of stuff. So that's why you want to try to keep it at level 20, at least for now, at this low level, because you want to be able to farm these resources efficiently. So we're going to go, oh, spirit foxes. Oh, no. You know, I think foxes are like really cool looking creatures for real. But in Gems of War, they're some of the most obnoxious troops because of their mana draining and true damage. Mostly the mana draining. But they also have stealthy. I mean, they have a combination of really, really annoying abilities. And we got a couple of legendary rooms here. Let's work our way through all that. Yeah. We only got like 4 more battles, I think. And then we got the boss room. Get all those 4 matches so we can get our gold up there. Man, my buttons are a little different than normal because I took Cedric out of there. I'm used to hitting circle for Behemoth. I tried to explode. I tried to explode the leprechaun, and I was like, "What?" I was like, "Oh yeah, there's no green gems on the board, so it won't explode." This team right here actually isn't a bad farming team for this delve. Like, if I keep it at level 20, this is a pretty quick team where you can come in here daily and do these runs. Because you can only do 3 daily. They're restricted that way. And I really wish that they gave us a way to do more of them per day. I still think that that's one of the things that they should do with treasure maps, is allow us to purchase more delve runs per day. Like, you could put it at, you know, like it takes 10 or 20 treasure maps to buy 1 more delve run, you know, per day. And that would, you know, because, like, on my main account, I've got, like, I think 4,000 or 5,000 treasure maps because I never use them. And they're just sitting there. I'll take that skull. We'll do this. Get more of that gold. Alright, my gold's pretty close to maximum now. So we'll just go ahead and keep matching them skulls. So our delve chest is now upgraded to level 6. And we do get some of these rewards. You can see up at the top of the card here are these rooms. So I should get 1,200 gold. That's probably going to double because I have 100%. I got that the dragon armor on, so I'm going to get 100% extra gold. And then we have a little bit of souls, a little bit of glory from doing this. And then it'll tell you it's 40% chance of chest upgrade. So we're already at level 6 for a chest. It's pretty good without having any multipliers or bonuses here. So, we'll get some rewards in there. I don't know how much, but I'm hoping for, right now, portal shards and legendary ingots are the things that I want. I mean, of course, we're not going to refuse whatever we do get. It's kind of a given. But those are the things that I'm really trying to get from doing this. There we go. So we have one last room. As you can see, we got 117 delve room souls from that. The card said that I got 1,200. It's actually more. I'm using a gold team, so I don't know if that really has any impact on this. But I was expecting more like 2,400, and I got even double of that. So I got almost 5,000 gold from doing that. Some XP there. So just doing the rooms are giving you some good rewards besides opening the chest. So we're going to go in here. We'll I think that's how it works. It's been a while since I've been this low level. We'll just try it out. If I goof it up, then it's a lesson that I can share with you all. Because there's, in some instances, I believe the case is that when you're in the Tuesday faction event, that you do want to run away from the boss battle if you want to keep that delve at level 20. However, if you're in the delves like this, you can defeat the boss room and still select level 20. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. And we got to be careful here because this guy, it's of course the King Gobtraffle, and he could have 1,000,000 extra turns. So how else can I beat this guy? Look at this. Well, we got a skull there. Boom. Alright, so here we go. Our chest is upgraded to 7. And now we hit triangle here to get our rewards. This delve chest is now where we have the potential to get legendary ingots and our portal shards. Let's go ahead and open it. So it looks like we got mythic ingots and we got portal shards. So I mean, I'll take it. We got 118 shards. That's actually really good. We add about 100, so we can go and open another 200 of them. See, but now this is what I'm talking about. So the first time you do this, your only option is level 20. You can beat the boss room on level 20, but after that, do not select level 30. Select level 20 again. And this is really important for being at this level in the game, because once you get up to level 50, level 100, there's no way you're going to be able to do those delve rooms quickly enough to farm the resources that you need. So keeping it at level 20 is very important at this part in the game when you're this low level. So now I have 2 more delve runs. I could do 20 again and go in here and do the whole thing over 2 more times, but I'm not going to do that for this video. I'll do that off camera because we're already getting close to my hour-long cutoff time here. So I'm just going to open 200 more of these, and then that will be the end of episode 24. Fungomancer, get out of here. I don't need no more Fungomancers. I got 4 of them in the last opening. Now we're getting gold rings. Lots of gold rings. I don't really need that many of them. Another Mushroom Man. Priest Chalice. King's Crown. I'll take that. What is with the Fungomancers? At least we got enough treasure cards now to get it up to 100%. But yeah, that was okay. We didn't get the king in there, but that's fine. We got enough treasure cards now. And I think I am going to do it for this one, even though the Warrens would be a good one to go for. Where's the Warrens? Where are you? Up here, right next to it. So I will probably unlock the Warrens and do runs in there too, because the boss room will give me those arcane light trait stones, like I said. And those you can get 3 of them every day. And that will add up, and you can, and so really quickly here, let me go in, to troops, and this is the arcane light trait stone. It's green and yellow colors. So all I have to do is do that, and we can do base rarity, we can do show all, and this will be the troops that need arcane light trait stones. The mythics will require a different combination, but for legendaries, if you get Forest Guardian, Holy Saint Astra, Luna, Orion, Queen Grapplepot, Saguaro, Ursula, Child of Summer, Elwyn, Explode Stool, and then there's just, some other generic troops in here, but you got Tulio, which is good. I'm sure if I scrolled through this in really detail, you could probably find a few more that could really use that. But you will also need the arcane light trait stones for some of these mythic troops as well. But yeah, I would probably farm the Warrens a little bit as well. Let's go in here. I'm going to upgrade this, I think, to level 100. We're going to use that one. We're going to use 3 of these. We are now at... and that right there is going to take us to level 32, and quality is going to go up to 2, and it's only going to cost us 3,200 gold. Let's go ahead and do that. I don't think I have enough cards to get us up another 100%. Maybe. That's 40. Yeah, I think I do barely here. But that's the other, yeah, I can only put 5 cards into it, so I can't until I get another one of these rarities. So we'll leave that until we can get back to 100%. But so far right here, this is what's going on. So my souls are going to get a 2+ multiplication bonus, and for getting the horde quality to 2. My level now has increased my attack on all my troops by 6, my magic by 2, my life by 12, my armor by 11. So that is a significant increase on my troops. That'll help me go through the delve runs faster. So there you go, guys. That's the end of episode 24. We actually covered quite a bit in this one, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it and you got some good information here to help you out in your Gems of War playtime. So I'll catch you guys on the next episode. Later.